Oh, you folks, it's all Turtle here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I know it doesn't mean anything to you, but I just spent an hour getting this video started. I have some time to fly today, but now I don't have as much time because it took me an hour to get rolling. Japan World Update this morning, and I updated the sim, which is great. So we're going to check out some of the Japan World Update. But then getting the thing to start was weird, the sim. And then when I did get the sim started, my rudder pedals were weird. So my drone was constantly doing this. And you can't fly with constant rudder pedal input the wrong way. So rebooting everything didn't help. So I finally had to reboot my entire computer after rebooting everything else like 3 times. And then once it did start to load, when you hit the let's fly or fly now little button or whatever after you plan your flight, usually 10-20 seconds for me is the most that ever takes, but it took 15 minutes every single time. So I don't know what's going on. So it could be me. I am still running Windows 10. I'm scared to update to Windows 11 because then I have to rebuy my recording, my video editing software because it's so old it won't run on Windows 11. And then I would have to spend money on that and then learn how to use new software because they don't make what I use anymore. My recording software, I have updates for life because at the time I bought it, it was new and I get updates for life. But then my music notation software doesn't exist anymore and won't run on Windows 11. So I'd have to rebuy that and relearn something else there. So that's a long introduction, but man, I'm out of breath because I was under my desk. I'm plugging USB. It was a mess. So an hour later, here we are. So there's your 2-minute introduction, 2 minutes exactly. So Japan World Update. We obviously cannot check everything out in one video. It's way too much. It's the largest world update the simulator has ever had. But we're going to check out a few things. We're going to start in Osaka, and then we're going to fly over to KYOTO. I think that's how you say it. I was just going to check out KYOTO, except they don't have an airport there. So we're in Osaka because that's the closest airport. Looking, I don't know which way we're facing because I don't know the area. Looking northish, which I think is that way, is KYOTO. There's water. No, that can't be it. Well, because there's the airport. Okay, here we go. 14 means 140 degrees. Okay, so this is looking north this way. Over the mountains. Okay, there we go. Over there's KYOTO. We're going to head that way. There's no airport, but there's water, so that's why we have the Grumman Goose. The Grumman Goose. So we can land in the water. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But right now, as I yap, I'm just looking around. I hope you're looking around with me here. It's supposed to be the most detailed and largest world update, as I said, that they've ever had. So there's ocean there. We're not going to go to that ocean. We're going to head this way and go to that ocean. Don't know how long it's going to take because I don't know really what the distance is. Sometimes you get in the simulator and you get in the air and you're like, oh, this is going to take way longer than I thought. Or other times you're like, oh, we're there already. But I did pick a fast plane. So I picked the Grumman for 2 reasons. 1 is fast enough. 2, we can sightsee with it. And 3, bonus reason, it can land in water. In case that's what we do. I'm just checking out all this detail. My frame rates are super awesome. Look at that. I have everything maxed out. Flight Sim 2020 on like a 7-year-old computer running a 2080. And I'm all maxed out with live weather, live traffic, everything. And look at these frame rates. Just blazing. So as long as their servers can keep up with us, it should be a pretty smooth experience. That's another reason I don't want to upgrade anything in my computer because everything's working the way it is. If I update to Windows 11, I have to rebuy software. If I get Flight Sim 2024, my computer probably can't run it the way I want to, etc. Okay, there's a very long introduction, but those of you who are returning to the channel, you know that's what to expect. Alright, the Grumman Goose, which I've been criticized in the comments on how I say it. Some people say it's Grumman, other people say it's Grumman. I just call it the Grumman because that's what I call it. This is the big Radials version though, so I must disclose that I was gifted this plane a couple years ago now, I think. And as a thank you for my Flight Sim efforts over the many years, Big Radials being one of my first subscribers back in the day, gifted me their entire hangar at the time. In fact, I've been getting gifts for future planes too, like the Jetstar. When that was new, that was gifted to me. So thanks very much to them. I haven't flown this in a very, very long time. In fact, I know what you think I'm going to say, but I'm not going to say it. I haven't flown this in a while, and I don't even have my own customized checklist. So I have to use their checklist, which means there's going to be a lot of extra things we normally don't do. But there we go. But we'll do the best we can. So that's going to be part of the experience as well. This is going to be a long video. I'm sorry. Real world weather, but we'll stay below the clouds. I set the time to 2 a.m. and it's bright daylight, so that obviously isn't right. I have no idea what's going on with the time, but that's how it is. Let's see here. I remember to open up some of the fun stuff because you can do some fun things. We got the ladder out, and we're going to give this a go. So we're accomplishing several things here at once. We're revisiting the big Radials Grumman or Grumman Goose, and we're checking out some of the Japan world updates. I figured it'd be too cliche to go to Tokyo or Mount Fuji, so we're checking out some other areas. Okay, I'm still out of breath from climbing on my desk because of my health issue that I have, but we'll survive. Here we go. Let's reset that camera. Let's come in here, and in order to like get places, you have to like crawl around. I think something like this. I can't remember if you can shut this another way or not. But we're gonna crawl in there and do it. Let's go back to a preset, and let's shut this door. And then remember the secret compartment down here, and go to that preset and ladders. Let's shut the ladder. No anchor wheel hubs. Let's turn the wheel hubs on because they look cool. This is them off, right? And then if you come back in here and you turn them on, this is them on right there, right? Let's keep those on. Water helper, we'll need that later. Don't need the fishing stool yokes. Let's keep them up until they're in the way. And let's do leather because we can. All right, I do not mean to be out of breath, but man, exercise intolerance, it's a real thing, man. People will do something simple, not feel it. I do something simple and I feel like I jogged 5 miles. Other people jog a mile and they feel great. I walk half mile and I feel like I jogged 45 miles with heart attack symptoms, and it takes me days to recover. Okay, anyway. Why is there a click spot here? What am I doing with that click spot? I feel like that's supposed to open. Cool. Have to unlock it first. I did not know that existed. Great. It's going to be loud when we start this thing up. Okay, that's a lot of intro, but you know, the ground stuff and intro is part of the experience. Especially, you know, the Tall Turtle channel. I think I got everything set. Oh wait, no, we forgot something. We have to close the doors, especially this bathroom door. I think that's isn't that a bathroom? Or is that just storage? Oh yeah, there's a can in there, literally. How do you close the door from the inside? Click spot through the wall? Yes, no, maybe. How do you close the door? There's lights. How do I do this? I got it open. Can I click spot in this view? The drone view? No. Can I click spot from this view? Pardon me, but how the freaking freak do I close the door? Like that. Okay. Okay. Close this door too. All y'all enjoy yourselves back there. It's gonna be an experience. Hey, we can do math problems. We'll check this out. You can fly from back here. Just about. No attitude though. 4 of the 6-pack. Okay. Energy today. Don't know why. I'm just excited about the... Oh, there is one bush trip for the Japan thing we will do. It's only at 3.5 hours. So we will do that bush trip when the time comes, when I have time to do it. Alright, here we go. Having to use the big Radials checklist, which is going to be way more than we use, like I said, but we got to go through it. Doors closed, secured. Cabin, cargo secured. Everything off. Yep, start up. Here we go. Parking brake set. I don't know what is parking brake. Is that not set? Cause that's holding the things down. See the little indentation, hold it down. Battery switch and generator switch is on. Do you think I can find this now? There's engine stuff and fuel. Is it down here? Those are lights. Where are the switches going to be? Landing light. Those are more lights. Oh my word. Where's the power? Oh, it's up there. Isn't it? No. Yes. No, that's starter stuff. We got fuses there. I should have practiced, huh? That way we won't be wasting all this time. But you know what? When you fly with me, there they are. I said it was fuel, but it's not. When you fly with the tall turtle, you never know what's going to happen. Alright, let's see. Battery switches, generator, carburetor, air, cold, don't care for our purposes. Propeller decrease already is. Fuel tank selector on. Desired tank or both. That's the main valve. Crossfeed, yes. Engine, is this what they mean by fuel? I don't know. It is now. Fuel tank selector on. Fuel cutoff. Valves on. There's a cutoff valves. Well, where's the fuel tank selector? What's that do? That's closed position, right? That's an open position. What is this? This is like an auxiliary tank or something? I've never touched that before. That's what she said. Alright, I don't know what this does. Oh, this must feed over into here. I don't know. Let's give ourselves more fuel. Watch. Well, it didn't work. My repair and refuel. There you go. Repair and refuel. Alright, I don't know how to select tanks. I can't remember. What's this over here maybe? Yes, right there. Both. There we go. Alright, where were we on my checklist? I have it on my other monitor. Let's see. Propeller, fuel tank selector, both. Cutoff on, fuel cross feed valve closed. That's why it's up and down, because that's closed. Wobble pump, operate until 3 to 4 psi. So we're just gonna warble pump it. This is a warble pump, right? And then how do we know if it's 3 to 4 psi? Must be up here. Fuel pressure 6. Oops, doubled it. Emergency ignition switch on. I don't know what that is. Mixture cutoff, yes. Pump throttle 4 to 8 strokes and then crack it. So let's pump the throttle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then crack it. And then did I hit... there we go. I think I accidentally hit the pause thing. We should be good now. Okay. Mixture automatic rich, which is... I don't know. I have to come over here to see what AR is. See that AR? There's rich, automatic, lean, lean. We want automatic rich. There we go. I'm talking about up here. Throttle. Wait, once engine catches. Oh, I skipped a bunch of stuff. Throttle cracked. Magnetos both. Sorry. What is my preset for this? There it is. Magnetos both. I think that's all the way down and all the way up. There we go. And then engage starter. Let's see. Come on. Did I flood it? Because you can flood it. Oh, nope. Has to be all the way up. Has to be all the way to rich. That wasn't in the thing. Let's do this. You can see the propeller on the right. Automatic rich. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, cool. It is so loud I'm going to start yelling. But boy, that sounds good. I'm going to crank it up in editing for a second so you can really hear it. I just have to remember not to edit out the sound, but check this out. Oh, isn't that good? Time to turn things down. And time to close these windows. So it should change. It did. Did you hear that? Listen again to how it changes. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, cool. This is fun. I'm enjoying myself. Alrighty. Let's see here. I'm at rich. I think we did that already. No, I'm on rich. Ooh, got stronger. Hear that? Ooh. RPM's really increased. Fantastic. Bring back to idle. There we go. Warm up and taxi. Establish 800 level pressure. Blah, 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 blah. Taxi. Parking brake release. Throttle. Taxi cautiously. Run up. We're not going to run up when we get there. Take off. Okay, we're going to take off. Okay, cool. Not so bad. Still fast starting the jet. Alrighty, we're not going to use we'll use ATC. So let's do ATIS first. We can get the weather.
Osaka Airport information, Kilo 2300 Zulu. Wind calm. Visual runway 32 right in use. Landing and departing runway 32 left and runway 32 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Kilo.
Alright, we have Kilo. I don't think we need any ground services. Request taxi, depart, kind of northish, I guess.
Osaka ground turtle soup Tango 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 41 ready to taxi north departure with Kilo.
Turtle soup Tango 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 41 taxi to and hold short of runway 32 right via taxiway Alpha 5 Alpha 4 Alpha 3 Alpha 2 Alpha 1 Charlie 1. Contact tower on 126.2 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 32 right using taxiway Alpha 5 Alpha 4 Alpha 3 Alpha 2 Alpha 1 Charlie 1 Turtle soup Tango 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 41.
So silly me. I know we did the ATIS, but I didn't even look at the weather, the wind. Oh, here we go. Wind calm. Wind is calm? Then why are we rocking like the boats are knocking? Don't come knocking if the planes are rocking. I don't know, whatever. It's just going crazy. It's like we're in wind. I guess that's just the props torquing, huh? Maybe. Anyway, I was admiring this. Let's add some seats. Okay, got a little tiny screw. Yep, I guess it's a little leg bolt, but still. Alrighty, enough screwing around. We got our taxi clearance. Where's it going to put us? Do we want to know? How far away are we going? All the way. Okay. Ooh, look at the skyline there. This is so beautiful. I could just stare like this. Sightseeing simulator, right? That's kind of what this is for us. Alright, taxi. Are there taxi lights? I didn't say anything about taxi lights in the thing. We got position lights, those should be on. Pitot heat is on automatically, apparently. Landing lights are on automatically. Well, that's not exactly how we want it, but there's a gyro pilot. I don't see taxi lights, so we'll have to either find them another time when I do my whatchamacallit, my own checklist, or we'll just practice some other time. Well, we got a landing light. It's gonna blind some people, but that's okay. Doesn't say anything about flaps or anything, so let's just go into our favorite taxi view. Release that parking brake. Let's reset this. How do we reset this? There we go. Release the parking brake. Give a little bit of prop. And we're gonna get going here. There we go. It is taking a lot of work. What's the problem? Why are we not going? Now we're going. Can we differential brake? Because now we're flying around here. We both saw it say wind calm, but this is not behaving like calm wind. This is behaving like hurricane here. This is very difficult for some reason, and my throttles are all the way back, and now it's finally slowing down. My throttles were back a really long time. Anyway, here we go. Let's go again. Wow, it takes a long time to respawn. Like, I got my throttles out quite a ways before it actually starts to go, or the props start to go, or the engines, whatever. Jeepers creepers. Okay, it's gonna be a long taxi, so can we look around while I stay somewhat straight here? Beautiful mountains in the background. I have never been to Japan. I wouldn't mind going to Japan, but like all international travel, I'm always scared of doing something wrong by mistake and getting arrested or something, which I know is absolutely ridiculous, because that would never happen. I'm just afraid of like breaking some super obscure rule, like talking to somebody in public or something. I don't know, but yeah, anyway, never been to Japan. I'll probably never get there, considering it's a struggle just to get out of Minnesota. My wife's really good, she's not a new friend, but one of her really good friends is obsessed with Japan. She speaks Japanese. She knows everything about Japan. She's never been there, but she's planning to go there in a couple years, all by herself. She's going to fly there and does not have she has her plane ticket already purchased, but no return ticket, no return. She'll return, she doesn't know when. Could be 3 months, could be 6 months, could be a couple years. She doesn't know. But she's excited, and she's just literally just going to land and then find accommodations and then decide where to go. She has zero plans. She's just going to fly there and see what happens. Good for her. I couldn't do that. I'm not as much as a planner as I used to be, but I would need somewhat of a plan to do anything like that. And then there's another friend of my wife's from more acquaintance, and she's been in Japan many, many, many times. So, anyway, enough of that. Let's see how the taxi go. What happened over here? Can you all see that? I don't know how big your devices are, but these... what happened over here? Something happened. Something happened. We won't talk about it. Alright, does this really want us to be? Or are we supposed to go further? I think this is it. And let's stop here. There we go. Set the parking brake again. Come back inside and contact tower and depart. Request clearance.
Osaka Tower Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 at runway tree 2 right, ready for departure to the north.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 wind calm departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 2 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 2 right, Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Alright, tail wheel locked. I guess we'll lock the tail wheel. Hopefully that's the right decision, although we should probably turn the corner first. We'll try without it. Actually, no, we gotta get out on the runway first. Carburetor cold, neutral, trim, mixture, auto, rich park brake, release throttle. Says nothing about flaps. It says, okay, after takeoff, retract flaps. I don't see anything about flaps earlier in the list. I must have missed it, maybe? I don't even know where flaps are in here. Let's use my, whatchamacallit, my multi-panel, my yoke. Do y'all see any flap stuff go here? Any indication of flaps up here? There's props, carb cold. I mean, I'm sure they came out, right? Yeah, they came out. You can see it. I just don't see any indication inside the aircraft. I will have to just learn. There's full flap right. I'm looking for something changing or any indication at all about flaps. Got nothing. We'll just have to trust the process. Okay, whatever. Parking brake off. Let's head out here and then we'll do the tail wheel lock. After takeoff, maximum time for takeoff power full is 5 minutes. And then flaps retract, landing gear up. Confirm by looking through the inspection window. I'll explain what that is in a minute because I actually know what that means. Whoops. Let's do this. Let's start turning with differential braking, which I have set up. And we'll take off in a minute here. Windsock shows that as calm. Are we going to tip over? What is going on? It's like we're sailing in a sailboat. And wait, well, we're not, hang on, we're not taking off yet. We gotta lock this tail wheel. There we go. Inspection window, there's little windows in here that aren't working right now, but there's little windows you can look down and see if your gear, where is it? I promise you it works because I've used it. There's little windows to see if the gear's working. Whatever. You have to take my word for it. Alright, here we go. Taking off to the north, which we're facing due north. Oh, there we go. Because if you look, 0000 north here, right? I think we're facing due north. I think. Anywho, whoa, no, we're not. We're facing just west of north. We're facing that way. Okay, dude. And doesn't say anything about takeoff speeds or anything, or if it does, I missed it. We're just hovering right now to hear get quiet. Are we going to take off? Thank you. Brakes to stop the wheels. We can come over here though, and we can watch the flaps come up and the gear come up. There we go. Are we gonna take off? Jeez Louise. How beautiful is that? Okay. Let's look around for a minute. This is too gorgeous. Do I have to respond? I do.
Osaka Tower Turtle Soup Tango 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 41, continue for north departure.
Alright, so I lied to them. I said we're heading north because ultimately we are heading north. But we're going to fly around Osaka a little bit. 25 and 24 and a half minutes into this flight. We're finally flying. Oh boy, now the frame rates are getting a little bit goofy. But that's okay. I don't think it's me. I think it's the server loading things, you know. Anyway, we're gonna look around a little bit. We may use autopilot. They do have a gyro pilot. That's what this thing is. Do I not have a preset for it? This is the gyro pilot. It's like an autopilot. It flies it, you know, for our intents and purposes, it's like an autopilot, but it's a gyro pilot. Anyway, we're gonna fly around Osaka a little bit because it is custom, part of the update, but it's gonna be hard to look outside the plane with the drone unless I get some type of autopilot, gyro pilot set up. So right now, let's just enjoy this. I do not have POIs turned on. I know they added a bunch of POIs, which means point of interest. I could turn them on, I guess, and then we would see everything, but it kind of clutters the screen. It looks like a mess. So I usually don't have them on.
Osaka Tower Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 frequency change.
Okay, let's bring back power a little bit. Power's all the way back. Why does it take so long to respond? There we go. Bring power a little bit because we don't want to keep climbing. We want to stay below clouds. Should I turn POIs on just so you can see what that looks like? Because it's been many, many years since we've used them. I guess we can. I just got to turn back here because I'm fighting a little bit. Alright, so POIs are turned on. See, like it says here, but you got to get close enough to see them, which, oh, this is great. Okay, the way it used to be, okay, there you go. There's our airport back. No, there's something there. It used to be you would always see what they were all the time, and it would just flood your screen. But now it only does it if you're really close, which is great. And I better take my screenshots. Why is my mouse in the way? I better take some screenshots now while I can, because I am letting the plane fly itself. And I'm in drone mode, but the plane is flying itself. I'm not controlling anything. Okay, that's terrible screenshots. Whatever, I'll get something out of it. Okay, we're getting in the clouds, so let's go down. So we don't know what these things are unless you fly to them, which is fine. Better than all the text flooding your screen all the time. But I just want to fly around a little bit. That's all we're doing today. I don't know, it took so long to get going. Flaps are up, right? Yeah, flaps are up, gears up. Let's try to stay below the clouds. We're going to check out Osaka. And then we're going to head over to Kyoto, which is the oldest city in Japan, which is why I chose it. I don't know what Amagasaki is. I don't know a whole lot about Japan. I'm very sorry about that. I just don't know a lot. But yeah, we're just hanging out. We're having a good time, checking stuff out, getting a good view of the area. I keep bringing back throttles, and it keeps hanging out up in high RPMs for me here. I guess we'll do some more outside views here. I guess the POIs aren't too bad to have on, since they don't show text constantly, but yeah. Okay, so that points to where we are all the time, and this points to where we are on the top. So the way the gyro pilot works, if we wanted to use it, is the top one is where you're pointing, so we're just, just south of east, so east southeast, right? And then the gyro, the bottom, that's where you want to go, and then it works with gyros to line them up, and that's how the heading works. And they can adjust your attitude, you can adjust your altitude, heading, hold. It's very simple. In fact, the struggle people have is they overthink it. It's just point in the direction you want and hold it. You can adjust it slightly, and then whatever altitude you want. You just use your throttles and stuff, I believe. I don't know if there's an altitude hold. I think there is a little bit. Yeah, altitude, yeah. Oh, aliens. Elevator, so that'd be your altitude. So you don't really choose an altitude. You just say, oh, I want to go higher. You adjust your elevators. Boom, goes up and down. Want to go lower, adjust your elevators, goes up and down. Can't open this in flight. You can. That's really funny. Oh, did you see it make us dive? Oh, it actually affected the modeling. That was interesting. Did not expect the dive. Alrighty, here we go. Right over the middle of Osaka. 3 nautical miles. And we're just going to have a look. Will this hold me in place? What if I use my own... What if I use my own autopilot? So autopilot, altitude. Great. What heading are we at right now? Are we at like 90 something? 100? Oh, I see down there on the bottom. It's actually controlling the gyro pilot. Look at. Let's do heading hold. Is it on? Yep. Heading hold. Let's see if that works. Look at. Do you see that? I did this on my yoke. I mean, not my yoke. My multi-panel, and it's doing stuff. It's also holding up. Is it holding altitude? No, we're going down 500 feet per minute. So what altitude are we at? I don't want vertical speed. Let's do altitude. What are we? 2,000 feet? Whoops, not 8,000 feet. 2,000 feet. Let's do 2,000 feet vertical speed. There we go. 2,000 feet vertical speed 0 should hold us right now. It should hold us right now. I feel like we're climbing a little bit. Not really. Great. Then all I have to do is move my heading, and then it'll adjust for us. Okay, we got the gyro pilot going. See, I told you it was simple. We missed some cool stuff. I'm really sorry, but that's just how it is when you're with me. You miss some stuff, but anyway. Now my frame rates are beautiful again, so it's just loading that little bit that was giving us problems. But anyway, let's just fly around Osaka a little bit downtown. What was that? Are we overspeeding? We're stalling. Come on. Thank you. That's the stall sound. Oh, there's a castle. That looks very cool. The Osaka Castle? In the middle of downtown, huh? Or just outside of downtown, I guess. Oh, that's so cool. This is amazing. I like this lone building here. Some good views. Oh, the other big thing I forgot to mention half an hour ago. Coincidentally, not only did the Japan World Update come out, we're going to head towards the north now. So we're going to head, well, let's do north and we'll see. So let's do like, what is that, 23 degrees? See what happens. Not only did the Japan World Update come out the morning that I'm recording this video, this is the night of the morning the Japan Update came out, so a little bit ago for you, because I think I have my videos a week ahead, or a week behind. Anyway, geez, I'm wordy today. Not only did the World Update come out for Japan in the simulator, but Forza Horizon 6, located in Japan, was announced today as well. Same time, not same time, but same day. Sorry, I'm just staring at that skyline. So isn't that cool? So that was announced, Forza Horizon 6 in Japan, which we all knew. It was leaked years ago. And it's supposed to come out sometime in 2026. Does that mean spring? Does that mean next fall? Next spring? Who knows? But it's coming out. Japan. So we get to drive on the left side of the road again. Am I going to get Forza Horizon 6? I know this is a Flight Sim video, but most of you watch, or the people who watch my Forza videos also watch Flight Sim. Am I going to get Forza Horizon 6? Yeah, of course I will. But I want to approach it differently. I love racing games, but I also find them way too stressful. Especially the Forza series, because if you want to get all the accolades and all the achievements, you have to you have to race a couple times a week, every single week from the very beginning, or else you miss stuff and you don't get it back if you miss it. So at Forza Horizon 5, I have so many accolades I can't get because I wasn't flying. I wasn't racing every week to get every car in every scenario. Like, I wasn't doing it that often. So I missed out on so much stuff. So that's kind of annoying. So I'm just going to try to not chase that. I'm going to try to not chase accolades and achievements and not chase completionism. Anyway, that's my little Forza Horizon 6 thing. What are we at for altitude? 2,000 feet seems kind of low, but we're going to keep it there. Is that another city or library, or what is that? Is it going to tell me? We're pretty close. Why won't it tell me? I know I said I like that they don't have labels unless you're looking at it or close to it, but I don't know. Now we don't know what a lot of stuff is. I think that's the city icon. So Nayagawa or whatever. This is the next city on the way to Kyoto. There's Osaka. There's a nice view of Osaka. Look at that. That's beautiful. We'll use that as a screenshot maybe. Alright, nice seeing ya. Nice knowing ya. Where's all this stuff? Oh, I love these things. How it's all crammed together and super tight and close. Okay, here we go. Heading out towards the mountain range. Towards Kyoto, I think. I think that's where we're headed. Not quite sure. There's all the cities in between though. That's a nice view. Oh, that's a beautiful sight right there. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Wow, just staring at it. Got a couple city labels down there. The scenery definitely changed because it's further away from what they did in detail. But now we have to head over to Kyoto, which I believe is right there. So let's adjust our heading bug a little bit, or the gyro pilot, right? If we go like that, come down here, you can see it. I changed it a little bit, so then just makes them line up. That's how that works. Pretty easy. We're going really fast. Let's not overspeed. There we go. Do we need to climb to get over that mountain range? I think we do. So let's do altitude 4,000, and then where vertical speed work. Well, that doesn't make us climb. What does the gyro pilot look like though? There's a heading, so just would have moved the elevator then a little bit, I think, to get up there. I kind of feel like I'm cheating using my Logitech multi-panel, but that's just how I'm doing it. Not sponsored by Logitech. I just like telling everybody what to use. Don't know what those POIs are. Too far away. Should we fly over there and see what they are? Let's do it. Heading bug. We're gonna go all the way over. I don't know what that's gonna be. Just northeast maybe. Let's fly over there and have a peek see, because our destination is right past that mountain. So we're getting there pretty quickly. Let's straighten this out. Oh dear. There we go. 35 degrees it is. Alright. Should have plenty of fuel. We are climbing. And we're going to get into the clouds. Why are we going that backwards that much? Wait, why are we going all the way? No. What are you doing? I really made it mad. That's okay. We'll let it do its thing. We'll let it have some fun at our expense. Really? You're just gonna zigzag around, are you, huh? Alrighty, well, we're still climbing, aren't we? We're at 3,500. We're getting in the clouds. But I have to clear all that terrain. Let's go down to 3,000. Just because. That's a steep descent. I want to get below the clouds and I want to see what all this stuff is. Lots of goodies over here, and then we'll head to Kyoto. But I'm glad we're checking this out. Glad we're checking the Japan update. I'm glad we're not doing cliche stuff like Tokyo and Mount Fuji. Nothing against Tokyo, Mount Fuji. I just want to check out some other areas that I confirmed in the update list or whatever. The news release of what they updated and what they made look really good. Oh, now we're in Kyoto already. Never mind. We're already there. I was looking for the water. Oh, there's the water. Okay, never mind. We're already in Kyoto. Anyway, I'm gonna have to be looking exactly at it to get the names. Anyway, I confirmed other news release what was detailed and updated and stuff, and that's how I chose this area. Lots of POIs. So, okay, so the labels are a lot more visible for longer when you're outside the plane. When you're inside, though, they disappear a lot. Anyway, there's a temple. We'll check this stuff out. They're going to land in the water over there. Just because there's not an airport nearby. I don't want to fly back. Alright, so let's see. How do we get it? Let's get it in view. There we go. That gets it in view. There's a temple. Some other stuff. This reminds, there's a tower. Another temple. This station, I guess there's one temple, a station, and a tower. This reminds me of when we're going to crash on those mountains, probably. Let's get our heading bug ready to maneuver a little bit. Oh, there's downtown skyline. Anyway, reminds me of back in the day, there's a castle too, when we would chase the achievements for looking at like 100 or 50 POIs. Remember that? So you have to like hit the camera button for it to count and hold it for 2 seconds or something. So every time we'd fly really close to a POI, we'd hold the camera button for 2 seconds, get credit for it, and then eventually we got the achievement. Remember that? That was a long time ago. 4 years ago, I guess. Five years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago. Anyway, I'm just checking out all this stuff here. Flight scene simulator. There's a national garden. What's this thing? A temple. So what they show people doing in the like previews and trailers is they have airplanes going really close to the ground, and then they'll have you come out in the drone with active pods and then just hang out and check out everything like the temples and everything up close, which we could do. We could active pause and then fly down there with the drone and sit on the ground and check things out, like that castle if you wanted to. I know there's some really beautiful areas. If we were to do that, for example, we could check out that pond when we get there, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And then soon we'll land in the water somewhere. Not sure where yet, but anyway, let's look behind us while we're waiting to get to that pond. Shrine, temples, all kinds of stuff. Beautiful. National Garden. I was going to fly around. There's National Forest in the area, I think. I was thinking about flying around there, maybe. Maybe we'll do that next. I just wanted to see some city stuff first. Next, meaning another video, not this video. But I'll show you what you can do, which is kind of what they want you to do. That's what they imply. Is you can active pause like that, but you still got to keep track of RPMs, fuel, things like that. So an active pause, if you're flying a plane that will blow up, if it's run too hard, it'll blow up in active pause. If I were to fire while my throttle, this would climb, even though we're active paused. And you go through fuel, blah, blah, blah. Just be aware of those things. Active pause is awesome. A lot of people complain about it in the beginning, which is weird, because I think it's awesome. Anyway, drone speed. Let's fly this thing up like that. And fly down here. Then we just hang out. See? You just kind of hang out in the pond. Let's go over here. A little dystopian. But you can just go like this, you know, hang out. There you go, see? Is there any sound? No, it's just air sounds. See, just do something like that. That's what they want you to do. That's what I said that's what they imply. Well, that's loud. So let's unactive pause. Now we're flying again. And then, oh, we have to be in that view. There we go. And now let's turn around, and I'll show you something else you can do before we hit these mountains. And then we'll wrap it up soon. So we're at 45 minutes right now. I was expecting to go at about an hour with this video, just because there was so much to see and do, and we're flying a plane we haven't flown in a bazillion years. Anyway, we're going to fly around, turn around. I'm using my heading bug to turn us around. I'm not hand flying. We can go like this, I guess. Check things out. Oh, keep turning. No, keep turning. One nice thing is I can still use my autopilot controls while I'm in drone view. Anyway, let's go to one of these temples and we'll go down to the ground again, because that'll be fun. No, let's keep turning. We got a long ways to go yet here. Long ways to go. And then we'll check out something else on the ground, appreciate the work that goes into it, and then we'll land. Try to keep this under an hour, but it'll be close. And yeah, I used to build things in Google. What was it called? It wasn't SketchUp. It was the 3D modeling software that they had. Google, what was it? Anyway, one of my jobs, look at the water, like viaduct type thing. One of my jobs was to make 3D models of the buildings of the company I worked for and implement them into Google Earth. Does Google Earth even still exist? Anyway, implement them into Google Earth, and then oh, that's great, you can open that. Anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm just having so much fun. Anyway, I had a job where I had to make 3D models using the Google thing and then put them into Google Earth. And then we would have things such as card readers, cameras, cabinets, shredders, degassing stations for hard drives. And that would be on the map. So you would go to Google Earth, type in the address of one of our buildings, zoom in, and then we have a 3D model, and then you would click in that 3D model of the building of what you wanted to interact with. And that was my job for a while. I loved it. My whole point of that story is to tell you I understand the work that goes into these things because I used to do similar things. Okay, active pods, please. Go down here. This is my drone speed reset, I think. Yeah. The airplane sounded kind of funky monkey, huh? And there we go. Alright, cool. So you can come back here. You can go in here and check some stuff out. You can go in and check out the garden. Supposed to look, I don't know, that doesn't look handmade. That looks like the AI tried to make it, but apparently it hasn't been kept up in many years. So let's go over here and check out something else. Let's find something that they handcrafted, so you can see how good it looks when they do handcraft things. That is also dystopian. So this isn't meant to be this close. They're making a liar out of me. We can go down the street if you want. Again, this is a flight simulator, but now it's a high-speed driving simulator. Anything else around here that's hand done so that we can show our audience what quality it can be when they hand make something. Is this handmade? I don't think that's handmade either. There's some tents. Come on now. Okay, now we're getting close to handmade stuff because it's refreshing on me. Oh, that's not handmade either. Oh, come on. There has to be. I know there's a list somewhere of everything they handmade. No, not handmade. Just pointed out. I mean, the area is scanned, and that's why the detail is better than default. But I'm looking for a handmade object, which usually sticks out like a sore thumb, which I always complain about. That's cool. I don't think it's handmade, but the station is interesting. Okay, so I just talked about this for a while, and then maybe into a total liar about how they want you to get close to these things and enjoy them. I know it's true, though. Just check out their trailer videos. And if you find a handmade object, then it's just beautiful to look at. Okay, well, that was not what I was expecting to have happen, but that's okay. It's still in the video. We just watched it. Okay, so anyway, let's break free from autopilot. I'm going to take over if it'll let me. Thank you. And then we're going to land in the water over here. And for the rest of this, we'll just stay nice and high so it looks better. But yes, I'm sure those of you watching know what I'm talking about. If you find a handmade object, it looks wonderful up close. But we just happen to be in an area where they're not handmade. They're pointed out and they're like high scanned from whatever they did, but they're not handmade. But like I said, you can usually tell if they're handmade because they stick out like a cartoon, like a sore thumb. And none of these stick out like a sore thumb. So anyway, it was nice seeing you, KYOTO. KYOTO, is that how you say it? There you go. Alright. Nice seeing you. Let's head over this mountain. What's your altitude right now? Almost 3,000 feet. And then we'll land in the water somewhere. So let's see, what does big radio say for landing? Approach and final approach. Above 1,000 feet AGL. Mixture auto rich. Prop full. Fullest tanker both. We're on both speed for approach 100 knots. Gear down. Up for water and landing, obviously. Flaps is required. Elevator trim. Locked wheel, doesn't matter, we're line of water. Final 500 feet. Speed is 60 knots. Throttle, gear down, check. Elevator trim, landing 60 knots. Okay, so I just need to make a checklist for myself using their checklist, because right now I just have the default flight sim Grumman checklist that I made. Not exactly the same. Not sure why we got these things sticking up over here. Those towers, I guess. Are those real? Huh. That'd be kind of cool. Like, are they like residences or what? If those are residences in the mountains and towers, that is incredibly amazing. Alrighty, not sure what town we're over. Do we get a town name? Yeah, it's Otsu. That's where we're gonna land. Alrighty, here we go. Another town. I did not catch if this one was detailed or not. It looks like it is. I don't know. There's a list of all the cities they did. Alright, let's cut throttles. And we're gonna find a place to land. I don't know if we want to land in that river, so let's come this way. And we'll land it towards the ocean. And now we're gonna hit an hour, aren't we? That's okay. Look at these towers. I'm gonna go check Google Maps later and see if those actually are there. Huh. Interesting. I love how I can see beyond the mountains into the low valley. Alrighty, let's see here. We're gonna come out here, turn around, find a place to land in the water. So gears up. Let's open this. We'll do all this stuff later. Anchor, water helper on. I don't know if that even does anything. It's supposed to. I just haven't noticed it helping, but we'll just use rudders to control our water. Maneuvering. Oh, something happened there. Alrighty. Now I feel obligated in the next video or two to find a POI that is so detailed you can land by it, take the drone by it, and see it in beauty, because my examples today made a fool out of me, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to have a steep turn here. Check out that highway. Very beautiful. And then we're going to land. So what is it? Approach at 100, 80 to 100. Final is 60 to 75. Touchdown is 60 to 75. So basically the approach at the big white 9 and land at the big white 7. Basically. Let's see where we headed. Back to this water. Pardon me. I don't know what happened. Got all choked up. I'm enjoying the flight so much, don't want it to end. Alright, it says flaps as required, but it doesn't give me a speed. So perhaps the white is your flap speed, I don't know. I just see those white numbers and I aim for that for landing. Approach landing. So first flap. Again, I don't know how many flaps we have. I don't see any flap indicators in here. I don't see a lever. I don't see anything. I'm just just gonna do flaps and see how it goes. Alrighty, gear is up. Confirmed. Full flap now. We're going to land just after this bridge and tack into that harbor. Oh my, this thing sinks with flaps out. I mean, as it should. But wowzers. You can't even maintain level flight with full flap. It just sinks. That's fine, but I was going to land in that harbor. I should land out here and taxi in. That's what you should do, but it's the Tall Turtle channel. I'm just going to do what I want when it comes to this. Here we go. We're going to startle all those people. Oh my, we are at touchdown speed. Hear the stall sounds? Hear them? Oh boy. Come on. Throttles are not kicking in. And here we go. We got a little bit close to the shore. Oh, this would probably be illegal. And oops. Ugh. Yay. Oh, we took... Oh, no. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, dear. Well, I wanted to get close to the shore, and we did. Well, we beached it, which is fine. I mean, I should have landed out there, right? And then taxied over. But this is exactly where I wanted to stop. It's just not... That's not how you do it. But that's how we did it. Anyway, if we do gear down, will it, like, pick up off the ground? Probably. Nope. It did not. That's fine. You got this thing spinning here. That's what that noise is. See? That's your gear thing. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Okay, so what do you do after you land? Well, gear or flaps up. Let's look at this thing. Boarding lander. Okay, that won't let me anchor. I guess. Fishing stool. I guess. I think to get the ladder, you have to open this first, and then we should probably shut down, right? So people don't hit their heads on the props. That turns everything off right there. Bam. Do they have a shutdown checklist? Parking brake does not apply when you're beached on the rocks. Propeller control, throttle. Wait till it cools down. Idle cutoff. Closed. Close the valve back here. It says. Close that too. Come on. One more. Yes. Okay, off. There we go. Magneto's off. I pulled that off already. See, right here. No big deal. Ignition switch, battery, and switches. So alternator, generator, I mean, and battery. And there you go. And we're all set. Oh, that was dramatic, but it was fun. I wouldn't have it any other way, right? There you go. That's how we do things here. All right, let's hop outside. There's the ladder. I still have yet to see the fishing stool. I don't know what that means. I've never seen it. Yeah, so we've got a beach Grumman, but that's beautiful. Alrighty, so hopefully you enjoyed the flight. We're hitting exactly an hour, so like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Any suggestions for flights, let me know. Perhaps the next flight will be a forest in Japan. We'll continue to look at the Japan update stuff, and then we'll head to that bush trip soon. So make sure you subscribe so you know when all that happens, and I'll see you next time.